All right guys, welcome back to the channel yet again, and today we're going to continue working on the Civic Truck project. There's a couple panels I want to get done and made, and we're going to do a little bit more welding. I'm going to take you guys along for the journey, so let's jump right into this. All right, so just a quick recap. This is a 92 Honda Civic hatch, and I cut the roof off of it and I'm building it into a truck. We've got the rear structure made and welded. We got a basic floor roughed out of this thing. We're gonna be making some panels to continue this body line from the window to the back part of the truck. I'll show you guys how I'm gonna get those prepped for weld. We're gonna get those things welded on there, and we're gonna just keep on rolling to the next step on this. All right, so what I have here is a couple pieces of 18 gauge. This is gonna be the panel that sits right here. Let me get some wide frame on this so you guys can get a little bit better view. So roughly there, it kind of continues the line of the truck, gives it that nice shape that we're looking for. So for today, I'm gonna be using the SEM zinc weld through primer. This stuff you don't wanna spray on super heavy, just enough so it's completely covered. But you find zinc weld to work just fine, especially for something like this that's not gonna see a lot of salt or weather. So it's still a little bit wet, but it's got that nice even coat. So next what I'm gonna do is go ahead and sand this area, a little piece of paper on just so I don't get a bunch of overspray inside the car. So we got these all coated on both sides, as you just saw. I'm gonna actually set this line to follow that perfectly. If I have a little overhang over here in the back, I can trim that later when I make my back pieces. But the main goal right now is to get this line to the door just where I want it. That way, every time you look at it, it's nice and clean looking. So get ready for a little bit of extra spatter than usual. And now that the bottom's in right where I want it, I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm happy with how that looks. As you can see, I'm trying to follow that line up. Now this rubber on the door, you know, it moves a little bit, so it looks a little off in the video, but it's right where I want it to be. You kind of see it got a little bit of extra there. That's okay. I'll just get my zip cut in there and I'll just slowly trim that out. So now you guys kind of get the visual of what that piece is gonna look like, and then when the rear window in and all that sheet metal's around, it's gonna really start to come together. So what I'm gonna do is set you guys up on a time lapse of me welding that piece together, and then I'm just gonna repeat the process on the driver's side. I'm not gonna show you that, but once this thing's welded together, we'll jump into the next thing. All right, so now that you just saw me get those side panels done, those are looking great. I'm gonna show you what I just did. This is a duckbill off this car originally when it was on the hatch, and I really like the look of it on the car. Problem is where this roof got smashed, this thing was super wavy. So what I went ahead and did was take a piece of sheet metal 7 inches wide. I tack welded a 1-inch strip to it. I set this wing up to that, marked my line, and now once I get this all welded up and push down, this is gonna be a nice smooth transition right into this wing. So this wing will sit flush. It'll cover up all the damage that's on the roof. And in the end, it'll give me the wing on the car, which is what I want. There's just something about the way it looks with that rear wing that I really like. So I'm glad that I was able to make that fit. From here on out, I'm just gonna start framing out some of the rear window stuff and keep the ball rolling on this thing. I'm gonna put you guys here on a time lapse of me doing some welding on the rear window, and I'll check back in with you after that. So I've gone ahead and got those pieces all welded up now. Everything is ground down. I even put a little coat of some weld-through primer on. Now what I didn't record was me making a few panels for those side covers there. What I've come up with are these two basic shapes. They go right here. But now that I got all the weld-through primer on those pieces, they're all ground down and ready to go, and that stuff is dry. I'm gonna go ahead and fire the welder up and get these tacked on. I'll show you guys what they look like. Gosh damn, that looks good. Liking the way this is turning out. Right now, all I want to do next is get this upper panel done, and we're going to call it a night. And just like that, we got a lot of work done on the Civic. I'm gonna show you guys what we got done. We got some of the rear window starting to get sheet metaled out, and it looks sweet. This will all get fully welded and grinded with a nice even radius. This is just to hold the wing where I want it. Got my upper piece in there. And that's about what it's gonna look like. There's gonna be some more sheet metal and a nice piece of rear glass, but the shape is there. I'm stoked on how this thing is turning out, but once again, unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I will catch you guys on the next one. If you guys are liking this, please give this thing a like, a follow, share, whatever you wanna do. But I'm just gonna keep on trucking on this Civic, and I will catch you guys in the next one.